Hello everyone. So this is our presentation regarding the final group research project on knowledge management system. We are team number 6 and the members are Tilini, Udani, Majid and Inoka. And this is our content regarding to the research findings. Okay, let's move to the introduction. A knowledge management system utilizes the company's collective ability to achieve better operational proficiencies. And also knowledge management system enables companies to organize the information that they need. So our presentation includes different digital transformation concepts that relate to implementing a knowledge management system in a company. Okay, so knowledge management is a practice of recognizing, organizing, collecting, and publishing data within the company. And also, KMS main objective is to increase productivity, efficiency, and internal information retention. So, utilizing the knowledge and skills of the staff will help to enhance productivity and provide the company staff more freedom to take better decisions. And other effects include knowledge retention, quick access to the appropriate skills, and readiness for the opportunities presented by digital transformation. So in that case, a digital transformation is a supporting tool for successful KMS as one of the main components of KMS technology. And the next part, the theoretical and practical overview of the KM will further explained by Majid.
Hello, my name is Majid Arabi, and I'm going to talk about the knowledge management system theoretical and practical overview. Knowledge management can be considered a system is enabling companies to organize the information they need. Using this system, companies can correctly classify the information they need for the use of internal and external customers or employees of the organization. Tasks are avoided with knowledge management. With practical knowledge management, the answer to all prospective questions can be determined by default for people inside and outside the organization, reducing individual mistake and saving time. Academics summarize the knowledge management process, including knowledge acquisition, creation, refinement, storage, transfer, sharing, and application of knowledge management. Companies get many benefits from using knowledge management tools and strategies. One of these benefits is identify skill gaps. Gaps in core competence among team are demonstrated when team create document of tactic or implicit knowledge or reinforce explicit knowledge. There are four essential components of KMS are the following: strategy, IT technology, process, and people. Companies always need leaders and team members to sponsor and encourage knowledge sharing, regardless of organization, industry, size, or demand for information and expertise. Those four components include HR management, organizational learning, communication, and information sharing and management, as shown in figure. In the next section, I'm going to talk about the ideal organizational culture for knowledge management system. Knowledge management tries to establish an organizational expectation and desire for a professional management of knowledge assets, since it primarily presents itself in the form of culture and changing the organizational culture. Knowledge planning and utilizing practices like team learning procedure, knowledge sharing communities, expert association, and individual knowledge transfer are all part of knowledge management cultivation. Knowledge management cultivation is a crucial category that cannot be established by merely printing a few posters and placing them around the workplace. Several efforts should be made to address this issue to develop a knowledge management culture within the organization. In the next section, I'm going to talk about the technology need for a knowledge management system. Systems for protection and security. Because data centers are so intricate, it is important to think about each security component separately while it adhering to a complete security strategy. Network system. This system includes switches, routers, firewalls, IDS and IPS, antivirus software, and other security hardware. The network system will also comprise other systems such as cabling system and cable management, different server types and the software they require, passive network equipment, and the configuration of data center internal environment. In the next session, I'm going to talk about the need of cybersecurity for knowledge management system. The high volume of information in every organization in the form of plans, maps, policies, curriculars, commercial correspondence, research project documentation, and other information that we provide for storage and processing of this technology make us think about its protection. Cybersecurity is the process of preventing cyber attack on digital assets such as networks, systems, computers, and data. Endpoint security guards against malicious activity on the network's endpoint, such as PCs, laptops, and mobile devices. The phrase cloud security refers to a broad range of tactics and countermeasures that defend the cloud infrastructure and any service or application running on it from online threats.
Okay, let's see what is the influence of KMS on companies' value chain. So under that topic, the KMS influence on primary and secondary activities like it enhance the accessibility to relevant information, and it ensure the accuracy of data, and it ensure the smooth flow of information, and it assist in decision making and communicating, and enhance the effectiveness of procedures, and also finally identifying trends and deficiencies. So on the other side, the influence of margin is enhancing organizational performance, provide learning opportunities for employees, reduce training cost, and increase innovation. So likewise, KMS impact on companies' value chain. Let's see what are the challenges in application of this KMS in companies. Okay, under that topic, let's see what are the challenges in employee adaptation to this KMS. These are due to the challenges are especially the outdated technology, due to the technology is constantly developing, and the motivation of workers as the company need to enhance the motivation of employees in order to accept the KMS, and also finally facilitate finding information easily and quickly. So if the employees cannot find the information that they proceed with their work, there is no point of processing KMS for a business. So likewise, these are some challenges in employee adaptation to KMS. Let's see how to mitigate the above mentioned challenges. So the first solution is organizations can provide training for their workforce regarding using knowledge management system, and monitor the knowledge management system usage of workers department wise in order to measure the progress. And also any KMS may succeed when more people participate and share their knowledge. So in that case, when encouraging employee to use KMS to share their knowledge and gain information, the company can use a method to recognize the most active users of KMS and reward them regarding that. And also, as a third point, the people who oversee sharing knowledge in the KMS should ensure that all related information and the accessibility of required data are entered together. So these are some methods to mitigate those challenges. Okay, let's see what are the influences of KMS to the social technical system of the company. Okay, under this theory, there should be a balance between social and technical aspects of the company. So in that case, KMS balance the social and technical aspects through encouraging changes in organizational system, successful decision making, and by ensuring strong engagement. And also, organization should make some changes in order to ensure this and ensure and maintain this balance on social and technical aspects. So in that case, organization should define and differentiate KMS perception, and should identify the gap between these aspects of technical and social. Let's see what is the required change in business processes regarding the KMS. Okay. In order to gain more benefits from KMS, organizations need to change their norms and values, hire KMS expertise, and encourage socialization, and also need to centralize their information. For example, if we take HR department, KMS can apply to every component and activity in the HR department. So in training sessions, KMS can be used to enhance the trainee's performance. And also in knowledge management, duties can be added to job description in the job designing process. And also an effective KMS system can sharpen the performance appraisal system. So altogether, HRM and KMS functions minimize the contradictions of the staff in the HR department. So likewise, companies can gain more benefits from KMS, and the next part will present by Udani. Thank you.
In this session, I am going to talk about change management processes in implementing KMS. Change is inevitable, and it is a reality that anything never stays the same in knowledge management. Innovation in technology have a notable role in improving the ability to work and communicate. Still, new knowledge platforms, especially new processes, are needed to match the changes in employee behavior and strategies in knowledge management system. When generalizing change models, all the steps are about identify change, planning for the change, implementing the change, and finally communicating the transition to the people. Thus, we have identified knowledge management can practice if the system is adapted to the evolutionary change models by companies, did in Deloitte, Cisco, and by Amazon. Companies should first identify knowledge system method according to the nature of business operations in the change identification stage. Then the system can be enterprise-wide thinking, work system operations, or AI-based KMS. Then they need to plan for the implement the system using organizational cultural change. In this process, first the company must improve management support and other corporate stakeholders' comprehension of advantages of the KMS to improve the company and its group's public image in its unfreezing step. Second, in the movement phase, allowing the staff an appropriate time, opportunities, and training to learn how to use the KMS while taking into account the need of the business is a must. Finally, the company has to create guidelines appropriate for the organization's rules and departments to ensure the implementation effectively in its freezing stage. That way, we can develop the change management strategies based on Levin's three steps model. Let's see how we can start the KMS deployment. Most companies come across many doubts about the implementation of KMS. Some questions that the company may have been what department should be the best choice to begin the KMS and how to train people, how to apply process and customs within the department. So as a result, the company may have to be aware and train people in that department. The greater efficiency and open of the KMS may be particularly advantageous to large departments with more complex process and frequent customer engagement. The testers model can be implemented in other business divisions after completion of pilot projects and based on experience and lessons we got. This process may take some time to meet each department's demands and expectations. So most companies improve the system based on the feedback they receive from the staff and other stakeholders when they're deploying a pilot KMS project. It's a need of collaboration. The company has to uphold a collaboration within the elements of organization such as people, culture, technology, and management to deploy a KMS. Therefore, the company should seek a platform to eliminate departmental silos and barriers and consolidate a teamwork. Let's see what can be the training plan for employee engagement in KMS. The training program should cover orientation on values and benefits of KMS, KMS policies and practices, cultural training, training on KMS tools, practical training in application of tools. Below are some generalized main step used companies in implementing KMS program. We have find other aspects of the training like set training objectives, plan, schedule, and make employees aware. Provide training on top KMS tools, maintain simplicity, involve leading team in this training process, evaluation and monitoring of the training program. Then conduct in-house training for them, distribution, the training to rest of the staff. Establish a culture of knowledge exchange, maintain consistency in training with the regular until they become proficient, and obtain feedback from employees.
Better knowledge management strategies enable more effective project management. Let's see project management approaches in operation of knowledge management systems. A good knowledge management solution can improve corporate project management effectiveness and boost project success in 5 ways. KMS enhances internal procedures and processes of the firm for better, quicker, and more effective operations. It enables rapid and efficient risk reduction by replicating successful project methods and preventing errors. Also aid in conserving and sustaining corporate knowledge to meet project managers' information needs. Further, it concentrates on ideal results that assist project teams in achieving critical business objectives. Finally, KMS bring up a shared understanding of information and content through. Let's discuss how project management methodologies support the successful deployment of KMS. The development operations approach is mainly used in cloud transmission projects as a technique to reduce the system development life cycle. Development operations teams looks for knowledge management solutions that integrate with their workflows, helping in rich information design and produce usable papers for stakeholders. Agile project management encourages knowledge creation, retention and sharing through various approaches like pair programming, scrum meetings and on-site customers. Agile methods are used in software development firms that emphasize on customization of knowledge rather than systemization. With the organization's changing objectives and operational needs, knowledge management initiatives continuously iterate to utilize knowledge capabilities more quickly and effectively. Although KMS are necessary and helpful to the organization, those initiatives come with cost. Let's discuss the cost of KMS implementation. The KMS implementation cost may vary according to the size of the organization, existing IT infrastructure, and the extent of the KMS project. The hardware cost, creating custom software internally, obtaining software license from outside vendors, and providing staff with necessary training are typical costs associated with KMS implementation. As you can see in this figure, knowledge management initiatives invest much more in people than in technology. Let's see what are the challenges encountered in successful implementation of knowledge management systems. The issues and challenges of implementing KMS can be identified into three stages: the setup stage, maintenance stage, development stage, and throughout the long run. Balancing the size and the diversity of the user group is the challenge faced in the setup stage, whereas balancing extra workload and accurate content is the challenge faced in the maintenance stage. The specific nature of the knowledge management setting hinders the straightforward applicability of established systems during development. Approaches is identified as the challenge faced in the development stage of KMS. Also, the long-term challenge faced is the impact of the application of KMS on creativity, learning, and expert development processes.
There are key takeaways and recommending factors when implementing KMS. First, the type of KMS may change conferring on its strategy to manage knowledge. Companies may have practical, traditional, or personalization method of manage knowledge. The type of KMS the organization use may depend on size, maturity, the business expansion objectives. Third, KMS management highly rely on IT and technology, accept knowledge as an asset, train people on computer-based working, and establish a digital transformative culture. KMS will be a road plan to highlighting the differences between the present and the desired maturity level. KMS usually operates in big companies, but now it has changed according to the minimal activation threshold. The nature of KMS will depend on the company size, operations, number of workforces, departments, and functions. Finally, the open growth mindset, readiness to change, flexibility, promotion of knowledge transmission, leadership, and motivating work culture is paramount in implementing KMS in any organization. Organizations need to manage their knowledge within the company to reach the next maturity level. For knowledge management, companies need to utilize various models. However, due to environmental change and technology and innovation, there is a huge requirement for building models for knowledge mining and sharing in the digital era. Concluding the presentation, this knowledge management approach improves the performance of the individuals and organization. The four phases of knowledge management are people, processes, tools, and strategy. People are always necessary to lead, sponsor, and enable knowledge sharing, regardless of the size of an organization or the knowledge need that must be met. The well-established KMS facilitates better communication and collaboration, better and faster decision making, process optimization, employee growth and development, building organizational knowledge base and stimulating innovation and change. These are our references. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Have a good day.